It's recording?
Yeah.
All right. Shalom. Shalom. All praises be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rikakodash. Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone that rule with honor and diligence, and honors to you brothers out there pushing this truth and love and sincerity to wake up the elect. This is a lesson that I've been meaning to do for a while, called the art of being a stoic. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna look up the definition for a stoic.
I got it.
You got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead.
This is the definition of stoic in Edom Online. I'm gonna jump to the point. It says, meaning a person who represses feelings or endures patiently.
Yeah, a person that represses feelings or emotions or endures patiently, man. You know. Hold on, I'm gonna look up. Here's the Merriam dictionary definition. It says a person who can endure pain or hardship without showing their feelings or complaining or murmuring. You know what I'm saying? And it's very important to have that mindset in the truth, because, first of all, in the truth, things are not going to always go your way, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that this world is against us, man. These people are against us, man. A lot of brothers are going to experience what Job experienced. It's going to be brothers that got wives, and their wives not going to be with them. They're not going brave the storm with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like brothers that, I hope and pray that, you brothers don't have to endure that. But Job endured it. And we are living Job's story right now, man. And it's happened to brothers already that's been in the faith. A lot of brothers came into the faith and had women, you know what I'm saying? And the women left them because of the faith. You know what I'm saying? But brothers gotta endure that, man. You can't allow those feelings and those emotions to push you out of the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have times where you feel like Satan is attacking your mind so much. You know what I'm saying? That's attacking your mind so much and your thoughts so much that you want to feel certain type of ways, but it's just a constant struggle with this flesh, man. Or have you thinking a certain way about a brother? You know what I'm saying? But that's Satan attacking your mind. You got to realize that that's Satan attacking your mind. If you don't feel that way about that brother, you love that brother, then you got to be like, hey, this is Satan. I know what this is. It's Satan attacking my mind. You know what I'm saying? Having me thinking ill thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We have to really be careful not to involve our feelings in every battle that we deal with in this walk in the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead, brother.
It's 2 Timothy 2:3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier.
That was the first scripture I thought of, bro. You go ahead, brother.
It said, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier." You look up endure in the blue letter is Greek. So
553.
Kakapatheo. You look up endure good hardness. It says to suffer, endure evils, hardships, trouble, to be afflicted. To undergo hardship, be afflicted, endure afflictions, suffer trouble. That's pretty much what it says. And that's plain, though. That's what you that's what it would say. If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul from temptation.
I'm holding that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, and the word soldier means to be solitary, to be alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be single. And you know, I know brothers got wives, and I'm you know, some of the brothers got some good women that treat them good, and that's a blessing, man. I wouldn't hope that those women. I would hope that those women would continue to the end with them brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that if you got a woman, you expect to go through this, because some of the women that brothers with gonna make it. But what I am saying is, you still got to be prepared regardless of whatever happens. Yeah. If that woman leave you, you got to be prepared to continue on in this fight. You know what I'm saying? If your family, if your child, one of your, you know, which we pray that, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't happen. But, you know, if a situation happened where somebody close to you in your family dies, you still have to be prepared to go and do this work until the end, man. You can't, you lose your job. If you lose your job, you still got to be prepared to do this work until the end, man. Regardless of what comes at you. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that mindset to continue in this faith, man.
Yes, what saying was, expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yep. Yep. And you know what? They used to say that in the military a lot. Expect the worst, hope for the best. And they used to have another saying, it's too quiet to be safe. You know? But, you know, hey, man, just because things start going well for you, you know what I'm saying, you can't really involve yourself in it too much, because you know that trouble's on the way. Jacob's trouble mainly. And, you know, Lord gonna provide for his men, but we're gonna all be afraid in that time, man. Look what Ezra said, woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days, man?
We said righteous will scarcely be saved.
Yeah, man.
You're dealing with dramatic power. That's just what it is, man.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, man. So we have to be prepared, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, go ahead, bro. Oh,
I just read this. This is 2 Timothy 2:4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Mm-hmm. Who have chosen him to be a soldier, man. You know? Read that over, Bible.
Yes, 2 Timothy 2:4. Mm-hmm. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
No man that war entangle himself with the affairs of this life, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we got bigger shit we got to do, man. We got a more important job ahead of us, man. You know what I'm saying? And we can't allow any distractions from what the Lord is calling for us to do, man. You know, because the one time when you start getting distracted, when you start allowing these worldly thoughts and things to seize up your way, man. You know what I'm saying? You're inviting in a different kind you're inviting in Satan to come fuck with you, man. Because your eye is not single. You know what I'm saying? Paul had several scriptures that say, he that had a wife be as though he had none. You know what I'm saying? And I reference the wife a lot because a lot of men go off because of women, but you got to think about it. Adam, how did Adam go off? Because of his wife, man. What happened to Lot when he was leaving Sodom and Gomorrah? His wife turned around and got turned into a pillar of salt. You know. So hey, what happened to Job when he was going through all his shit? His wife told him curse God and die, man. So we have to be prepared, man, because a man love his wife, man. The scriptures say, man, a man work and toil to bring home money to his wife. Said, man, a man would leave his mother and father and cleave to his wife, man. You know. And you know, hopefully, man, you know, but really, regardless of whatever come our way, man, we still gotta serve the Lord, man. We still, and you know, you can't get too busy in your own personal life to where what you're doing in this life is overshadowing your work in the truth. You have to maintain the course. You can't allow yourself to get out of balance with things, man.
Yeah. 2 Timothy 2:9. Wherefore I suffer trouble as an evildoer, even unto bonds, but the word of Yahweh is not bound. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake.
Yeah, we endure all things for the elect's sake. Because you know why you got to keep going? Because somebody got to be out there preaching this word. Regardless of what anybody's going through. This word got to go out. Until the Lord say, that's enough, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gotta be, you know, it's gotta be steadfast, unmovable. It's gotta be out there, man. Until the Lord say, no, that's enough. Winter is not supposed to dictate whether you go out or not. You know what I'm saying?
Say be in season, out of season, man. That's part of suffering too. You got to suffer the cold, the heat.
Yeah.
You know. All right.
You can't allow yourself. Oh, I'm too cold. Oh, I can't deal with this no more. You know, basically, if you do that, the Lord ain't dealing with you anyway, man. But you know, us brothers in this truth, sometimes these thoughts, man, we all men in the flesh. We have these thoughts where Satan come in and tell you in your mind, you don't feel like doing this shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? And if you're not careful, you'll catch yourself entertaining it. But you know what? You gotta encourage yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really encourage yourself, man, in this faith. And you can't allow yourself to get fucking too stressed out, too depressed. Man, I know, man. I'm a war veteran. I got PTSD. Stress will kill your ass, man. And you know, like, and the thing about stress is a lot of times you see being angry and you see that as an energy because it numbs you from the shit you're going through. You know what I'm saying? But when you angry, and when you're angry all the time, it also releases certain chemicals in the body that can become an imbalance. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you just hold it in. You know, we can't allow our emotions to rule over us in this faith, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta maintain, like, okay, well, the Lord said this would happen. If something bad happened, it's written in the scriptures.
That's supposed to be a comfort.
Yeah, the Lord said these things will come. So that alone should stop your emotions from riding off on you. I know it's hard though. It's not an easy thing to do, man. I still haven't perfected it. But the reason we doing this lesson because we coming into times where our mind is really gonna be stretched. And this, man, it's gonna be on a way higher level than this.
Yeah, you're dealing with these wicked ass people.
Yeah.
You know, Esau, you know, 2/3 of them. They demons, man. Demons ultimate button presser, man. You know. You know. But reading on, it says, "Therefore I do all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahushua with eternal glory." All right. It said, "It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, he will also deny us." All right. "If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful. He cannot deny himself." So that was you had something.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I got a couple over here, but I'm gonna start from. This is 1 Peter 1:13. It says, "Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach." Like, you know, they was bringing out that you're gonna be attacked in your head. There's gonna be different little thoughts. All right, because it's ultimately it's a battle of the mind. You know, more so than it is you know, dealing with people, you know, in the world carnally, because that's when it's dealing with you personally and the Lord, you know, so that you got to gird up the loins of your mind. Because like you said, the demons is the ultimate button presser. Yeah. That's where they attack you at the strongest.
Yeah.
All right. But this is Matthew 19 and 27. It says, It says, I want to look up a word, that's why I'm getting it in the phone. It says, then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? All right, now when you look up that word forsaken in the Greek, all right, it says of a husband divorcing his wife, all right, but it says to disregard. But the point is, it says to allow, not to hinder. All right, because you still got daily functions. You know, if you got a wife and you got children, all right, you still got obligations to them. But the point is, you don't allow those things to hinder you. Back to the scripture which says, you entangle yourself not with this life. All right, you still got to be a soldier to the Lord. So basically, it's this truth. It's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai first, and everything else is second. I mean, you still got to deal with it, but it's secondary.
Yeah.
This is I was holding this Sirach too, because back into the definition of stoic. All right, and then when you go into the scriptures, it's basically the word patient. Because when you patient, you just enduring the suffering, you enduring the hardship. But it says, my Sirach 2:1, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright. That's girding up the loins of your mind. It says, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Hey, that's why I say knowledge and wisdom should be stability of your time, man. You're supposed to know scripture. You should marvel these things. Scripture say it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. And knowing that is the comfort. Like the brother said earlier, knowing that it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, knowing that it's gonna happen is comforting. This food stamp crisis, the SNAP benefits crisis, the shutdown. We've been saying this for years. But knowing that it's happening is our comfort. But when you go through things personally that attack you, you got to have that same faith that when it was, you were saying it about somebody else. You know, just because it's on you don't mean that you can switch it up. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta endure that, and you gotta continue on, man. You know, I stress this a lot. When men are in battle, if a man, like right now, I could be out in the front and I could be sweeping the driveway, miss my step, and fall and skin my knee, and that may be the end of that activity that day, because now I got to go and wash my knee out and tend to it, put an ointment on it. You know what I'm saying? But when you're in a battle and and a bullet grazes you, you can't just fall in the battle, because if you fall, you're in a position where you're weak, and the enemy is gonna seize on you, man. Same thing in the truth. You're gonna take some hits. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna take some losses, man. But does that mean your battle, your walk with the Lord is over? No, if you continue in the faith. But you gotta be ready for those hits, because they coming, man. You know what the scriptures say? I will make a man as fine gold of an Ophir. How's the Lord gonna do that? By putting you in the fire, man. How do you purify gold? How do you make fine gold? You heat it at a temperature where all the impurities are burned out of it. And that's what the Lord is doing to us, man. He's putting us through the fire, man. And there's more fire yet to come, man, when the hour of temptation come. So now it's time for us to live according to the things that we've been prophesying, man. Because they're here. They're here, and we got to be ready to endure just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We can't get weak now. We can't fold and tuck now. You had something else?
I'll finish this.
Okay, go ahead.
It says, verse 4, Sirach 2:4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail.
Man, beautiful, bro. You gotta have, our faith has to be on some type of level that when we say, or when we say we believe that the Lord is going to do something for us, we have to believe, not wavering, not doubting, man. This is Romans chapter 4, and I'm gonna start at verse 16. It says, Romans chapter 4 and verse 16. Therefore it is of faith, that it might be by grace, to the end the promise might be sure to all the seed, not to that only which is of the law, but to that also which is of the faith of Abraham, who is the father of us all. Okay, now what kind of faith did Abraham have? The Lord told him, you have to sacrifice your son. You have to kill your son. And it's going to go into it. It says, who against hope believed in hope, that he might become the father of many nations, according to that which was spoken. So shall thy seed be. And being not weak in faith, he considered not his own body, now dead, when he was about 100 years old, neither yet the deadness of Sarah's womb. He staggered not at the promise of the Most High through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving glory to the Most High, and being fully persuaded that what he had promised, he was able also to perform. You know? And we know that what the Lord promised us. My servants shall eat, and ye shall be hungry. And we got to speak those things according to unmovable faith, man. And believe that the Lord, through the Spirit, through his precious Spirit, man, that he gonna look out for us in that time, man. You may not eat every day, man. You shouldn't be eating every day now. You may not feel energetic every day, but there's still work to be done. You may be tired. We're all fucking tired. But we got to fulfill this thing to the end, man. We got to be, the scripture say, be fully persuaded in your own mind, man. Though I can't be fully persuaded in your mind. I'm fully persuaded that I'm going to make it through you, right? It don't work that way. You got to be fully persuaded in your own mind that this is what you believe, man. You know, because if you're not, you like a leaf in the wind, man. Take it in any direction, man. You got like a ship tossed by rough waters, man. We have to believe what we're saying, man, because these things are coming to pass. And we all going to be tested. It says, he staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief, but was strong in the faith, giving glory to the Most High, and being fully persuaded that he had promised, that what he had promised he was able to perform. And therefore it was imputed to him for righteousness. Now it was not written for his sake alone that it was imputed to him, but for us also, to whom it shall be imputed, if we believe on him that raised up Yahushua our Lord from the dead, who has delivered for our offenses and was raised again for our justification. That's a beautiful scripture, man.
Yeah, it was.
Because we're living in that time of unmovable faith, man. You can't walk into these times that we're living in and you don't know what the fuck you think no more. You better believe in the Lord, because you're going to be tested. You're gonna be tested, man, to the wall, man. Sometimes you're gonna rebuke demons. Sometimes they're not gonna leave. Sometimes you're gonna have to contend with their ass, man. You know, you're gonna go through situations that, in this truth, that you're not gonna feel like you're a man of the Lord. Do that mean stop doing the work? No.
That's what Satan wants you to think, so you can fall out.
I know several brothers that got separated from us, man. The elder brother Menatazak. You know what I'm saying? You know, North Carolina 24, NC 24. No, is it NC 24?
24.
Yeah,
there's something like that.
Cause I get them brothers from too. I get the brother Hawad and the brother Menatazak. Bible teacher SC, Salakia.
Yeah.
Bible teacher SC.
Yeah.
That brother, Elder Menatazak. I get them brothers mixed up. North Carolina and South Carolina. You know, maybe because them brothers kind of act a little like to me. I don't know. They both got humble spirits.
They continue, man.
But that brother endured. He kept fighting. You know. And other brothers, all you other brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? It was brothers in the Chicago camp got kicked out, but endured. It was brothers in the Indiana camp that got kicked out and they endured by themselves. They didn't get mad and start beating the manservants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but they endured it, man. You're gonna go through times where you're gonna feel like, man, you're gonna wonder if the Lord with you. Do that mean stop doing the work? No. But you gotta endure that, and you gotta keep over your emotions. You gotta keep yourself from flipping out, from going over the edge, from doing something you'll regret, man. And stay on that course, man, that path, man. You can't allow yourself to be affected by everything that's around you, man. Everything in this earth, if you allow it, it's gonna make you mad. Besides this truth, it's gonna vex you in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So we can't allow ourselves to get too emotional where we can't find our way back to this truth, man. Because it has happened. It has happened. You know what I'm saying? We got guys that left the truth right now and they ain't staying teaching. They ain't put up a lesson. They ain't considering the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? You know, men that we loved. And some still do love. But do that mean I'm supposed to fall out with them? No, man. Because I'm not fighting for him alone, man. I'm fighting for me. And that becomes a personal thing, man. Well, what are you here for?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some guys did that, man.
Yeah.
They buddy fell out.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you kicked him out, go with him.
Yeah, yep. Because they had their own mind.
Yep.
And that's why the Apostle Rukar did that video. You gotta have your own mind in this truth, man.
Are you talking about Yashawamba?
Yashawamba? Apostle Rukar.
Apostle. Yeah.
Apostle, yeah.
All kinds. Yashawamba, he's pretty much saying the same thing.
Yeah, you gotta have your own mind in this truth. You know what I'm saying? You got something though? Everybody has something?
Was you done with that?
The Romans, yeah, I was done with
Okay, this is James 5 and 10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for example, of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
Man, take for the example of my brothers who suffered. Let's read that over, Bible.
Also, James 5 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord.
Spoken in the name of the Lord. Go ahead.
For an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience.
For an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience, man. Paul spoke about how he got shipwrecked. Did that stop? Did that? No, I ain't gonna be wrecking no more ships now. I ain't going back on that water. No, man. That didn't stop him, man. How much more we? We ain't been in no goddamn shipwreck. Out there in the deep for days, out there, sir, probably holding on to a piece of wood and laying on a piece of wood. That sun frying you in the daytime. You know.
So it says, behold, we count them happy which endure.
Yeah, we count them happy which endure, man. You know, and you're not gonna always feel happy either. Sometimes you're gonna feel like baby shark doo 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 doo. You're gonna feel like doo doo, man. Go ahead, bro.
Say, ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the work of Salaki, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercies.
The Lord is very pitiful and tender mercy, man. He know what condition we in. He the one put us in this condition. But in the eyes of the Lord, hey, his son came down in the flesh, so we don't have no excuse. We ain't got no excuse. That took away all excuses. When Yahushua came down here,
Right.
in the flesh, and bore in his flesh with no sin. So we ain't got no excuse. Lord, this ain't not fair. This ain't fair.
Yeah, my son went through
Yeah.
it.
And he's Lord over you.
It says, servant not great as master.
Yep.
All right.
And Yahushua petitioned for us, man, to his Father. Basically for custody of us.
And then really, it is fair, man. Because, hey, Lord says judgments are righteous.
Yeah, they are righteous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he ain't going to put no hell on you if you don't deserve it.
yeah, exactly. Yep. His judgments are righteous, man.
You know. I had another one and two more. This Hebrews 6 and 9. But beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, that the things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak, for Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which you have shown towards his name.
That's what accomplished salvation, man. Go ahead.
God, it says that, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Yeah, we have ministered and didn't stop. No matter what came our way, man.
God.
Hey, I was just out there in Chicago this past weekend. It was snowing like crazy. We was out there looking like snowmen out there. Brothers, snow, ice all in their beards, man.
Yeah, be out there in that fake snow and shit.
Yeah, that fake snow.
Cause that shit, snow ain't. Cause snow is water. It's supposed to melt, man.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be all. And Elder Wright, he did a video years ago. He took a snowball and burnt it, and turned black. Real snow ain't supposed to do that, man. So yeah, we out there in them elements, breathing in them damn chemtrails. You know, you gotta be out there in that fake snow. That's hell, man.
It's so much pollution
Yes.
in the fucking air that the snow won't even fucking melt.
Yeah. But you gotta be out there and endure that, man. All right.
That's horrible, man. So the snow won't melt. So imagine how much shit that snow is picking up on the way down. How much pollution is picking up where it won't even fucking melt.
Yeah, Hebrews 6:11, and we desire that every one of you to do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end.
We gotta do this work. We gotta put this work in, man. Ain't no fucking excuses. Ain't no excuses why Jake shouldn't be pushing this word, man. God. No excuses.
Oh, here's the next verse. It says,
Go ahead.
that ye be not slothful, lazy,
Yeah.
but followers of them who through faith and patience inherited the promises.
Man, followers of them through faith and patience inherit the promises, man. And that's what it takes to stay in this truth. It takes patience. It takes faith. You gotta believe this thing, man. You gotta believe it, man. No matter what Satan tell you in your mind, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna believe this. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Right. You ain't a man, Lord. The Lord ain't dealing with you. That brother hates your guts.
I'm gonna teach anyway.
Right.
I'm gonna love him anyway.
Right.
You know? And that's what mindset you gotta have, man. Because Satan coming with them tricks, man.
It said, you have 7 devils seeking who he may devour.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
He gonna use things. Oh, you're an Edomite.
Yeah.
You ain't really no Israelite. You know, all that stuff, man. You know,
the non-rhythm ass, flat foot ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't the motherfucker, man. You put them thoughts in your head, and you can't entertain them thoughts, man. What if I am flat-footed?
Right.
What if I am a Hamite?
Right, a Hamite or Edomite. Your arms are hairy.
Yeah, bro.
You know, scripture say Esau the Satan used that, man, to try to get you to fall the truth, man. You gotta fight, man.
Oh man,
you gotta fight that stuff, man.
You gotta fight it, man.
You know,
fight for your right.
And then said these scriptures are example. That's why you gotta know the scriptures, man. You know, you gotta know the scriptures, man. These scriptures are the example of the different prophets, man. It's supposed to be a comforter. You know, that's supposed to keep you strong, man. You know, by you know the examples how the Lord delivered these prophets out of these perilous situations they were in, man. You know.
No, to back that up, Sirach 2 and 10, it says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh and was confounded, or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken?" Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? It said, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction."
Yeah, because so you doing this thing the best of your ability, you sincere, you know, the Lord gonna look out for you. We just read in Hebrews 6, "Ye non-righteous, forget your labor and works of love," you know. All right.
You get Hebrews 10:22. Go ahead.
Yes. Revelation 3 and 10. "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation."
Yeah, and you got to keep the word of His patience. How do you keep the word of the Lord patience? By not getting off track, man. By having your get that scripture about
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
"Which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon earth."
It's gonna come upon all of us to try us. Okay. So if your emotions run higher, you know what I'm saying, a lot on you, you gotta check that, man. You gotta check it, man. You can't, cause you can't. You gotta be somewhat level-headed to go. You gotta be level-headed to make it through these times we're about to go in. I can't say somewhat. You have to be level-headed, man, to make it through these times, man. And I'm not saying that because of only what the scriptures is saying. I'm saying that through experience, man. I've been in combat, man, in places where you don't know if you're gonna survive, man. You can't be fucking willy-nilly everywhere, being pulled by every emotion, man, because you won't make it. You can't do it, man. You know, you gotta stay the fucking course. You know what your mission assignment is. You know what your mission assignment is, man. It's not like we out here without a mission. Deal with your mission assignment. Get that done. Then live.
Revelation 3 and 11. "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast." Endure and finish your course, man.
Yeah.
All right, to the end, man. It says that "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown."
Yep. Man, hold fast with that what you have, that no man take your crown, man. Because how do a man take your crown? If you get emotional, you get fucked up,
Let Satan get the best of you.
And then Satan pull your ass out the truth, man.
Women.
Yeah. Pussy.
They don't have no woman. Hey, y'all shot. He went 33 years without a damn woman.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, ain't no excuse. Y'all shot been through it. You ain't got No excuse, man.
Yeah, no excuse.
Yeah, Lord. And the comforting part is, Lord eventually gonna give you that anyway.
Yeah.
You just had it. So what? You gotta have patience and do without it for a while, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is eventually gonna give you that. It's pleasing the Lord for you to have women, man.
Yeah.
But certain brothers, they might just have to suffer not being with a woman for a minute, man.
Hey, the scripture said, "Rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest."
Yeah.
This ain't our rest, man. No matter what comfort we get in this life, man, this is not our end. This is not our moment, man. This is not our time. Okay? It's transitioning into that. But we gotta stay locked in, man. The most people, when I was over there in combat, the most people that got killed was at the end of their tour. You know why? Because they knew they was about to go home. So what did they do? They stopped checking to see if their plates was in their vest. They stopped checking to see if they had their gas mask canisters up to date. They stopped checking the little things, man.
Complacent.
To see if their magazines was full. You know what I'm saying? They just grab their shit and put it on, man. Be out there with 5 bullets. You get in the gunfight, oh shit, now you just out there, fucked.
Pretty much they got complacent.
Yeah, they stopped cleaning their rifles, man. And those AR rifles are shit in sandy weather. They stopped cleaning their fucking rifles. Polishing their rifles off, put oil in them up. And what happened? Their ass got taken, man. Don't get complacent because you know we at the end. When you see the end there, this ain't the time to party, man. This is the time to really watch, because at the end of those tours, those combat tours, that's when people lost the most people. Because them people got fucking complacent, they got their ass killed.
It's Revelation 3:12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple, overcome and endure to the end.
Yeah.
I will make a pillar in the temple of my power. He shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my power and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem. That's the kingdom of heaven, man.
Yeah.
All right. Which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name, which the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, man.
Yeah.
So it shows the earth that by fell. People talk about the end of the world. It's the end of Esau's world, his rulership, man.
And who's coming down from out of heaven? Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai, yeah. That was it on that.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, I can go ahead, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 22. It says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light."
Yeah. Hey, if your eye be single, it narrows your vision. If you got one eye, it narrows your vision. So you can only focus on a smaller surface of area. And what that's saying is you got to be focused on this word, man, on these promises, on these prophecies, on this truth, man, on your faith. Not on the things of this world.
That word, when you look up eye, it's talking about, in the Greek, it's ophthalmos, and I'm going to read the point. It says, metaphorically, the eyes of the mind, the faculty of knowing. All right, so it's talking about your mind's eye. But then when you go into the word single, it's single in the Greek is haplous, which means good, fulfilling its office. All right, so if your mind's eye is on fulfilling your office, then you're gonna be full of light. Then you're gonna be in proper standing with the Lord. All right, because if you got a portion of this knowledge, a portion of this truth, now you got responsibility. You a soldier. All right, like the scriptures that was brought out earlier, you can't be entangled in this world. All right, because the Lord have called you to be a soldier, so you got to fulfill your office. All right, and like the elder was bringing out, you got to clean your weapon. And what we say, you got to sharpen your sword. You got to get proficient with it. You know, it's basically like when they teach you swordsmanship. I don't know it, but I watch the movies. They say it's supposed to be an extension of your arm.
Yeah.
You know, So like this scripture is basically, the word is an extension of us.
Yeah, that's why people fight better when they use more than they sword. Every now and again, you see people sword fighting, and then the guy take a lick with the sword and drive the sword that way, and he'll elbow the guy. You know why? Because the sword is an extension of your arm. It's not the only weapon you have. You see some people hit with the butt of the sword. You know what I'm saying? You know, because the elbow will catch them off guard, like, ugh. Or you'll punch them with the other hand, and they'll stumble back. You know?
Yeah, buddy.
You got to be using all your weapons too, man. In this time, what are your weapons? Fasting, prayer, the scriptures. You know, it's certain. You can burn frankincense. You know what I'm saying? To try to quell evil spirits around you. You can melt it down, make it into a body oil. You can anoint your head and pray before you leave the house. It's a plethora of things that we have to use as warfare against Satan, man. But mainly being girded up in your spirit, man, and being on the right path, man, with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, being true to this truth, man. Not making this a thing of this world, man. This truth is too pure to be joined into this world. You got a lot of people out there trying to join this truth into this world. Truth and rap music.
Right.
Yeah. Truth music.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you, I mean, you're not teaching people though. What are they supposed to learn from that?
I'll tell you, James 4:4, the world is enmity with the Lord. You know, it's an enemy.
Yeah. The scriptures say, rather that he may prophesy, man.
Yeah.
That's not prophesying, man.
Going a damn gun range.
Yeah, man.
What's the edification in that, man?
Hey, the Lord said, take away from me the noise of thy vow. I will not hear thy songs, man. Hey, to every time there's a season under the sun, man. We ain't no time to be fucking rapping. Singing songs. I sing, but I don't be recording this shit, putting it on, you know. Brothers got talents. That's cool. But we keep it amongst ourselves, man. We're not out here trying to fucking get no fame in this land. Brothers do sing. Brothers make beautiful music. But we keep it amongst ourselves, man. Because we're not in that time, man. You know, and it's, if we do use that, listen to the music that brothers give us, you know what I'm saying? It's to keep away from listening to this fucking bullshit that's in the world, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
With the John, so I can.
No. Hey, get that in Hebrews first.
Oh, kind of. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 22. It says, let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith.
Let us draw near with a true heart and full assurance of faith. Go ahead.
Having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience, and our bodies washed with pure water.
That means that when when you sprinkle something, you don't sprinkle it all in one area. You sprinkle something, you know what I'm saying? You kind of, sprinkle from an evil, because sometimes that evil conscience get on you, you be like, and you have to catch yourself. No, fuck that. That's wicked. I shouldn't be thinking that. You got to pull yourself out of that shit. Go ahead.
It says, verse 23, let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised.
He is faithful that promised, man. You know? The Lord is faithful, man. You know what I'm saying? So we have to have faith. What's the point of being a part of something that you don't believe? You know? Or you wavering. I don't know about this one, Lord. I don't know about this one, Lord. I don't know if you could take care of this one, Lord. That's what you're saying. Having that wavery fucking spirit, man. You know, oh Lord, I need your help. I need your help with this. I don't know if you're gonna do it, but I'm asking.
What's the point of asking? What's the point of asking? Yeah. You don't believe gonna do it for you anyway.
Yeah. And then you say that prayer 15 times in one day. You know, you're not supposed to use vain repetition as the heathens do. Scriptures, man, the scriptures are your prayer to the Lord's got to be direct when you pray it. Now I pray for like 4 brothers multiple times a day. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're supposed to pray without ceasing. You know what I'm saying? I pray 4 brothers. I pray for myself multiple times a day. But if I need some personal done, you know what I'm saying? I don't be consistent with it like that where I'm asking for the same thing over and over. They do that in the churches. Bless His Lord. Oh, bless His Lord. Bless His Lord. Bless His Lord.
Right, you doing it in front of everybody, man.
Yeah.
The Lord says go secretly.
Vain repetition as the heathens do. Cause that's a lack of beat. Every time you say the same thing, that's like your faith going down a notch. You know what I'm saying? Say it and believe it the first time, man. You know what I'm saying? Practice that. Cause you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get in dire straits. You know what I'm saying? You do want to throw that reminder in there. You gotta remember, like, Lord know what you need before you ask. You know? You gotta remember, you know. If you have faith the first time, you know what I'm saying, things work out better. You know what I'm saying? You lose out on the fullness of your blessings when you don't believe the first time you ask. You know?
And if I may add, then do what's required. All right, you want the Lord to do something for you, you do something.
Yeah.
You want the Lord to answer your prayer, all right, fast. All right, pray. All right, take something away from yourself.
Yeah, sacrifice something, man. You know? Don't nobody want to give to a motherfucker and you get nothing back. You don't want to do that shit. Just give. Just give. You don't even want. Hey, niggas still complain about paying taxes. We don't want to do that shit. But we got to do it. So what's better, physical money or spiritual money that can save your soul from the hell to come, man? I choose the latter. Go ahead.
I got scripture. Oh, you want some more on that?
What's it?
On that?
No, that was it. No, that was it.
Okay. This is Romans. I'm gonna read verse 2. Romans 2. I'm gonna read verse 6 and 7. It says, "Who will render to every man according to his deeds? To them who by patient continuance and well-doing seek for glory and honor and immortality, eternal life." All right, so like we read in the Hebrews 6, He is faithful that promise. So if you continue, what you gonna get? You're gonna get glory, you're gonna get honor, you're gonna get immortality, and you're gonna get eternal life. But I want to look on that word. It's patient continuous. This is Strong's G5281. It says, hupamone, steadfastness, constancy, endurance. In the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose.
Not swerved. Oh man, you know, from his deliberate purpose, man. That means you standing on something, man.
His eyes single. So.
Yep. No, you're right. His eyes single, man. I mean, this is what I'm set out to do, and I'm going to accomplish it. You know what I'm saying?
It says, and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings.
The scriptures say, who go out to build a house but don't bring enough material? People gonna mock your ass, right? Because he's stupid. He ran out of money in the middle of building the house. This nigga got a basement and no roof. This nigga got a basement. He just built a basement. Niggas will laugh your ass to scorn. Nigga dug out all that shit and can't even put a top on his house.
That color purple is.
That sound funny. You know. So you gotta make sure you gotta make sure that you willing to put your all in this, man. Then every down to the last fucking drop, man. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you on that last drop, and the Lord gonna build you up. But if you got that last drop, hold fast till I come, man. You better hold fast to that drop till the Lord come and continue on the Lord. Pray. You know what I'm saying? Lord, help me. Be consistent, man. Lord, I don't know what to do. Hey, the scriptures say, acknowledge him in all your ways. Acknowledge him in all thy ways, and he shall direct thy paths. He shall direct thy paths, man. So we got to consider that, man. Even in small matters that we feel as unimportant. Sometimes the smallest stuff will get you most messed up. You know? This is a big thing. I understand, but it was small shit sometimes. You didn't know that, nigga? You know? What? That's what I'm doing on my parents. Nigga, you can't look. You know, you get mad at small things. You turn on the light. You turn on the wrong light. You turn on the light outside the door. Nigga, that's light.
When you hit the power and you cut the TV off.
Not that light. Why would you turn that light on? Nigga, get out of my room. You know? Small things that get you messed up sometimes, man. You gotta acknowledge the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Lord, what do you want me to do in this situation? What's the best way to go? Yeah.
Yeah. We on one bar, so I know we on one bar, battery life.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna read this last scripture, and that's John. Yeah.
Yeah, John.
Go ahead, brother.
You had something?
No, that was it.
Okay, this 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, man. Love not the world, nor the things of the world. If you love this shit, the love of the Lord ain't in you. We're not living for this time. You know? And with that, I'm going to give all praises to...
Oh, do you want me to read 17?
Oh, yeah, read 17.
Yeah,
Con. I was trying to... I don't want to just cut off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, con. Yeah, it's blinking, then you know for sure it's finna die.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it says, for all that is in the... It's 1 John 2:16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever.
He that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. So we can't be in love with this fucking place, man. You know, because when you love the things of this world, it draws your emotions after this world, and that way you're keeping that's not keeping your eyes single, man. That's hey, when I was on that Gunners tour in the war, I wasn't looking every direction, being distracted, looking at my phone, trying to change my songs on my MP3 player. No, I was on that fucking gun because if some trouble came, I wanted to get the jump on them. I didn't want to get them to get the jump on me. If a bad song played in my headphones, then I just dealt with that shit. And I used that just to get mad. I gotta listen to this bullshit too. I'm gonna shoot the shit out of niggas. Come fucking with me today. To this bullshit song. You know? Go ahead, bro.
No, that was it. It said lust your flesh. Yeah, fall into your evil, wicked heart, man. You know? Yep. That's of the world, man. Yeah,
that's what James say. They say not the Lord tempted thee, but every man is tempted when he could follow out his own lust, man. Yeah. You know? Yeah. When lust have conceived, bringing forth sin.
That's of the world, being a beast.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Being prideful and all. That's of the world. Lord, every last person that's like that, the Lord gonna eventually destroy their ass.
We're gonna take the world out, man. I hate a prideful nigga, man.
Right.
You will be proudful to the end, man. You don't got a goddamn dime your ass proudful, man.
You damn Edomites are prideful, man. You fucking can't stay in the sun 10 minutes while I'm getting sunburned. Got nerve to be prideful and think highly of yourself. You ain't shit, man.
Yeah.
All right.
You're living under a bridge, be proudful.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Be big and be proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you ain't got it. Oh, that's all you got.
Yeah.
Spare change.
Yeah. No please. No. You know, no humble spirit. Yeah, help.
That's all you got.
You know.
No, the Lord got something for your ass. He gonna kill you, motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
That's what he gonna do.
Take your ass out.
Prideful ass, man. Y'all see why the Lord hates pride.
Yeah.
I don't like it either, man.
I don't like
That's
that
the
shit.
scripture say that says pride is hateful before the Most High and men.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah.
Man, that's heavy. Hey, but with that, we're gonna give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and diligence. And honor to you brothers out there fighting the good fight, the fight of faith. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. You elect your fellow brethren, man. And you sisters that support these brothers, man. And you know what I'm saying? Your husbands. You know what I'm saying? Shalom be to you too. Peace be to you too. And hey, with that being said, man, hey, keep your emotions out of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we destined for great times if we remain in this faith.
Yeah, be not of the world, man.
Yeah.
They scripture tell you we have no continued city here, but seek one to come, man.
Seek one to come, man. You know? Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
So,